The Colts on Tuesday were busy making moves. With the Anthony Richardson injury, things are happening right now. And one of those things that happened, we talked about yesterday, the Colts having some quarterbacks come in to work out. And one of those quarterbacks was Kellen Mond. Kellen Mond did, in fact, get signed to the practice squad. And as of right now, it looks like he's going to be the emergency quarterback, while Sam is going to be the number two behind Gardner, while we see if Anthony Richardson is going to end up coming back at some point. There's still no news as to what happened after the second opinion, no timeline. He has been placed on the IR at the point I'm recording this. So at this moment, Kellen Mond is on the practice squad. Something else that happened on the practice squad, we had one wide receiver leave, one wide receiver come in, and the one that's gone is Juwan Winfrey, who we had talked about at various points throughout the preseason and training camp, and then in the regular season when he got activated to the 53-man roster. And here we are going into week 6. Juwan Winfrey has been let go from the practice squad. And another guy coming in on the practice squad is going to be Anthony Miller, the wide receiver who was with the Bears, got drafted by the Bears, spent a little bit of time with the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2021, and hasn't played since then. And when you look at what he did for Chicago, his first couple years in the league, he played 15, 16, and 16 games. That's when there were 16 games in a season. And he had 33, 52, and 49 catches in those seasons. The most receiving yards he ever had in a season was 656, which was his second season in 2019. Most touchdowns he had was his rookie year with 7 touchdowns, even though he only had 33 catches. So overall in his career, he was drafted in 2018. He has 50 games played, 140 catches, and 1,589 yards with 12 total touchdowns. And Anthony Miller is one of those guys. There was always a lot of potential, right? He's a guy that's 5'11", 200 pounds. So this is a guy that coming into the league, everybody expected he was going to be like the next Bears great, right? Now the Bears never really have good quarterbacks, so his potential was always capped and limited with what was able to happen in Chicago. So I think there's a chance that he's able to come in and make an impact. I don't know in what capacity, right? You think about who we have. We have MPJ, we have Alec Pierce, we have Josh Downs. When you look beyond those, the top 3 that you see on the field all the time, it's Isaiah McKenzie and Amari Rodgers. So where does Anthony Miller fit in? Will he fit in at some point? What's going to happen with Anthony Miller? It's a big name to have on the practice squad. I'll be interested to see what happens in the future with this signing, because again, a lot of potential. He was born in 1994, right? So we're talking about a guy that's getting close to 30 years old. Now, I am probably in the best shape of my life at 30 years old, so I'm not going to hate too much. But for NFL wide receiver, that's getting up there in years. So I suspect that, there's a chance that this is just a guy that's practice camp body. We're just looking to get another face in there and see if somebody can do something. Obviously Juwan Winfrey wasn't going to get onto the active roster, so they just went ahead, cut bait with him, and they're bringing somebody in and trying something different. So that's what's going on in terms of roster moves. Right now we have Anthony Miller, Kellen Mond coming in, Juwan Winfrey going out. Then when you look at other things happening this week, the Colts also released their unofficial depth chart where Jonathan Taylor was slated as RB1 and left tackle Bernard Raymond was back as a starter. Kwity Paye was back as a starter. So it looks like we're going to be getting some more starters back this upcoming week going into Jacksonville. And that's going to be key as we're going in for the Gardner Minshew revenge game. We're going in more full strength. I'll be interested to see what the first practice report says today. And whenever that comes out, I will get that information to you guys as quickly as I can so we can discuss that, along with any Anthony Richardson news that may come out, may not come out. Who knows what's going to happen? We're just patiently waiting for news to come out about what's going to happen with him, what's going to be the timeline with it. And when we have those answers, we will be talking about them on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. It's a great free way to support the channel. I can't tell you guys how much it means to have the support of Colts Nation through this season. All right. So with that said, as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.